Alright, let me tell you about something pretty amazing that happened recently. Jared Isaacman, a billionaire, just became the first civilian to go on a spacewalk. That's right, a guy who isn't a professional astronaut actually stepped outside of a spacecraft and floated in the dark, empty vacuum of space. So, early Thursday morning, Jared, along with his crew, was flying on SpaceX's Crew Dragon capsule. And when the time came, he popped open the hatch and climbed out. Imagine that, the footage showed him waist deep in space with the Earth glittering behind him. And honestly, it was pretty breathtaking. You could see the curve of the Earth, half in the shadow, half lit up, and here's Jared just hanging out, tethered to the capsule. As soon as he stepped out, Jared said something that really struck me. Back at home, we all have a lot of work to do, but from here, Earth sure looks like a perfect world. And I can only imagine how true that must feel when you're looking at our planet from up there. After about 15 minutes, it was Sarah Gillis' turn. She's a SpaceX engineer, and just like Jared, she stepped out to get her time floating in space. She was tethered too, so no worries about floating away. Both of them had these 12-foot tethers connected to the ship. They didn't use the full 12-foot length, but safety first, right? Now, one cool thing about this spacewalk is the spacesuits that they wore. These aren't like the old-school bulky suits you've seen in NASA missions. SpaceX developed these new suits, and they're sleek but fully functional, giving them all the oxygen and protection they needed. The crew had to wear them the entire time because the capsule can't stay pressurized with the hatch open. What's impressive is that Jared's team flew almost 870 miles above the Earth. That's even farther than the International Space Station. They beat a record that's been standing since NASA's Project Gemini back in 1966. And this spacewalk, it's just one part of a bigger plan. Jared actually bought 3 missions from SpaceX, and this is just one of them. He hasn't said how much they cost, but I think we can guess it's a lot. And this isn't even his first space trip. In 2021, Jared was the first space tourist to orbit Earth without a professional astronaut on board. What I love about this story is how it shows that space is opening up, even for regular people. Well, maybe not financially regular, but you get my point. Civilians, not just trained astronauts, are now part of space exploration, and that's huge for the future. As always, like and subscribe for more updates.